Hello everyone, Baccarat James here for the Baccarat One Two Knockout system, and this is episode 5. So this is the 5th shoe, and I'm going to hop over. I'm going to go through this probably the first 10 episodes, let's say. I'm going to try and hold your hand and show you exactly what I do. That should be enough for you guys to get the gist of what I'm doing, and then we can just go from there and make it a lot quicker, all right? So because going back and forth to the sheet is very time consuming in every bet, but I want you guys to get the gist of this because I think it's a great system, but that's just my point of view. I'm biased, obviously. So let's hop right into it. The shoe number 5. Our highest plateau is 105, and we have been losing, but we're getting it back. So let's hop right in and see how we can do. All right, we'll hop over to the shoot for virtual bet number 5, and we'll press play. See what happens. All right, so whatever the first result is, we'll go with that. Wow, is it ever blurry, huh? Wow, they must have did a pretty crappy job with the. Maybe it's my eyesight. All right. So if we go over to back to the sheet here, it'll say, I believe, to bet 2, right? And we always follow the same as last. Here, always follow the same as last. Yeah, we'll bet 2. 2, why 2? I don't know why 2. But anyway, we'll just start out at 2 anyway. And go from there. All right, yeah, because we lost 3 probably at the last shoe. So we'll go for 2 here on the player and try and get it to run. 7-6 barbecue, that looks good. So we'll go over. That was a 2 unit, right? So now we can go just take 1 off here, right? We should always try and leave 1 on, or have 1 down at 1. So we could go 2, and whoops, and the next bet is 3. Okay, so we'll hop on over, back on over to the shoot for virtual bet, and we bet the player again, 3 units, and see what happens. 3 units here. Actually, the internet's working better tonight because I can move my head and I can see myself. Nothing, 1. Come on, number, nope, we're gonna lose. All right, so that loses what, 3 units, right? Hang on, yeah, 3 units. So we mark that down, 3, right? And our next bet is 2. I forgot to change that. Okay, but our next bet is 2. We go back down to 2. All right, so we'd be betting 2 units on the bank here. And don't forget, if it were to win, there's juice. 2 units on the bank. Ooh, we snuck that one out. Natural 8. Go back, and we take the 2 units off. Okay. Take them both off. The next bet is 3. Right? Go up on the win. Next bet is 3. Now if this works, we'll take 1 off of here and all 2 off of here. See? You just got to play with it. And that part is what could or couldn't get you into trouble. I tend not to be on the aggressive side. So no bet here. If it goes to bank, then we bet 3 units on the bank. If it goes to player, we bet 3 units on the player. So either way, we're betting the next hand. 3, okay, banker it is. So we bet 3 units on the bank and go from there. 3 units on the bank. And I'm getting closer to retirement, guys. The 28th of January. So 2026, so 25 years from now, I can say, hey, that stupid guy was the guy who almost beat Baccarat. Almost. Thought he could. That was a stupid guy who thought he could. So we win the 3-bet, right? We just take this down to 2. And we take this off to 1. We take this right out. Right. So the next bet will be 4. Next bet will be 4. We can go for it, or we can just bet 3 and then 2, whatever you want. I tend to want to bet the 3 units rather than the 4. We try and win 3 and 3. But that's just me. Or we can go, bring that down to 1 or bring that down to 2 and take that off, right? So that's what we'll do. We'll keep it at 3. We don't have to go up. We need 2 bets anyway, right? We need 2 bets to win anyway. So 3 units on the bank. Oh, we did not do any juice here, and we didn't do any juice here. So that's what? 5 units. 5, I believe. Okay, got to add that to the juice. Don't cheat the juice, guys. That's where, you might mess up, and you'd only be lying to yourself anyway. So this is a 3-unit bet. Stay at 3 units, guys. And if we lose, we lose. So be it. 3 units on the bank. Players 4, 6. Yeah. All right. So the bank wins again. What did we say that was? 3 units, right? Come on over here. This would be 84. Okay. So we could go, boom, take that right out. It doesn't matter, right? Take that right out. So now we're left with 2. Now we're left with 2. We don't get greedy. See, I told you there was 2 bets anyway, so why get greedy, right? It's just when we start to get behind, then we'll go up and we'll knock it back down. Just like I say, playing the piano scales, which I know nothing about. So, but I do know a little bit about this game, and you could say, oh, you're just guessing your money match. No, I'm not. It's just you have to break it down and not keep all these big bets out there. So this is 2 on bank, right? It's a grind. You don't go too crazy. Just try to eliminate. 2 units on the bank. It's been going pretty good. Alrighty then. Whoop, not this time. Okay, so we lose that. 2 units. Come over here. And it's 2. So we go down to 1. Correct? Yep, we do. 1 unit bet. 1 unit bet. And don't screw around with that, guys. Don't go, oh, I'll stay the same this time. I'll go up next time. Just keep it the way that I do it. Go up and down, up and down. And, when you get on those bad streaks, you're going to be betting 1 unit. When you get on the good streaks, you'll be betting 4 or 5 units. And you can get a lot of change back. So this would be a 1 unit bet on the player. Right? 1 unit bet on the player. And I didn't look at that in advance. I don't want to do that. Like, I've done these shoes before a long time ago, but I don't want to take a look because I want to see really if I can grind it out. So there's a loss, 2 units. So you can do what you want, but I'm not looking ahead. It's not really cheating. That's a 1 unit loss. Sorry. Okay, the next bet is still 1. Let's see what we're at. We're betting the chop here, so we bet 1 unit on the player. The reason why, because there's been no single gap, okay? Or there has been no single stop gap, right? A stop gap is a line. I'm still thinking of calling this stripes and solids because it makes sense. The stripe is a chop. The solid is a run. All right, that wins. That's a 1 unit. We knock it off, right? Next is 2 units, right? Yeah, we'll go 1-1 the next time, okay? We'll go 1-1 the next time. We should always try to have 1 out there, but okay. 2 units on the bank. It's the same deal. We win, then we only have the 1 bet left. You don't have to go up, 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 up. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Been a long day. Not too many days left to work, I tell you. I feel so energized. Get out of work. All right. 2-unit bet on the bank. Now, let's see what we could see. Oh, not looking good. Not looking good there. So we'll go over 2 units. Man, I thought we were going to get back there. That's why I don't want to look ahead, because, then you will change your mind and change your bets and strategy and all this stuff, and you don't want to do that. Don't cheat, right? Don't cheat. Just let it go. The money is what it is. Next we'll bet 1, so one of those 2s hopefully will come down to 1. Then we'll bet 2, knock off a 2. Then we'll bet 3 and knock 2 off, type thing. Eventually we'll knock 2 bets off, right? So that's what our goal. We could lose approximately 66% of the hands and still come out either even or ahead. If you don't believe me, do the math, okay? A lot of times we're knocking off 2 bets, right? A lot of times we're losing on 1 bet. So, but not every time are we knocking off 2 bets, right? I would say, a little over, we have to lose closer to 60, I just off the top of my head, 62%, right? To what, 38? It's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. So it just depends on when those big losses come, right? Come on, player, I want it back in. Excuse me. All right. 1 unit on the bank. 1 unit on the bank. Yeah, it's been a long day, guys. All right. Retirement's looking really good. I keep on bragging about it. I don't know what it is that made me work so long. I really don't. Okay. Those of you watching this, my ex-co-workers, soon to be ex-co-workers, I wish you all the best, because, the company is definitely different than when Addison ran it, right? Anyway, I won't go there. They treated me well. Okay, next bet is 2 units. Next bet is 2 units. We wait for it to come back to player, or 6 banks, then we get in. So, yeah, I like to do that every shoe, get on 1 horizontal run. And when it really runs, you can kick ass and get a lot of money back. A lot of tiddlywinks. We're not playing for money here, guys. And remember, this is not financial or gambling advice. I have to keep saying that, because some moron will say, well, Baccarat James said that I would win. I could just hear some people in this society saying some stupid thing. This is so dangerous, right? If you're betting thousands of dollars, but at least I'm giving you, I'm not trying to be negative. What are we betting here? 2 units, okay? 2 units on the player.
Well, I basically bought this roof.
I found out how to do it without having you guys be tortured through these stupid commercials. Hang on. All right. Now we don't have to put up with their stinking commercials. Yeah, they pay the bills, right? I guess they do. I bought stuff off there, off the commercials. Actually, I got 3 things lined up. Okay, 2 units on the player. Oh, yeah. I like it when those squeak out, right? Oop, someone's on my phone. 2 units on the player. We'll go over here. Alrighty then. We'll just knock this off. Next bet, we're going to go for it. 3. We got to it sometime, guys. We got to it sometime. You just can't mess around and keep thinking that doom and gloom. So we'll see if this next one does it. Alrighty then, 3 units on the bank when it comes back. I don't know why I'm so tired today, huh? And it did go back to bank. 3 units here. Sorry, gotta be rude here. Alrighty. So we lost that one. We got to mark it up. Okay. Go back down to 2. And you might be saying, well, James, this is pretty boring. You know, I need to be betting more aggressive. Well, then fine. You play your way. I'll play mine, and we'll see. I'll see at the end of the year who is still alive and who's dead. I'm not trying to brag, and I don't know. You might have the best system in the world. And if you do, well, good luck to you. But I'm not entertaining any systems. I don't want to make any changes, guys. I'm just telling you that. So the guys who say, well, maybe you should do this or this or this, well, you do this or this, because I know that this has a great possibility of at least holding its own, right? So I'm going to stick with it. End of story. 2 units on the bank, guys. 2 units on the chop. We'll see what happens. Try to get this going, man. It's been a little, you might say, well, if I can only average 1 unit a shoe in the long run, that's no good. What? Are you kidding me? You'd be a multi-millionaire if you could average 1 unit a shoe. All right, we lose that one. We lose that one. Okay, now we're back down to a 1 unit bet. This sucks sometimes, and that's the way it goes. 1 unit, right? Don't even get mad. That's the way it goes. Let's go back over to the tough side. Okay. Now we wait for it to come back to bank, and then we bet the bank. We have to give it 2 tries because of that single gap in column, what is that? 23. 23? 21. It's 21. All right. Sorry, guys. Have to answer that. So we just let it run until it comes back to the bank. Then we're down to 1 unit, aren't we? Yeah, sometimes you get on these losing streaks, but then when you get on the winning streaks, it's just, it'll make up for it. I'd like to say trust me, but let's try and prove it first, you know. So 1 unit on the bank. 1 unit on the bank. And that's a tie. Same bet. Sorry I can't go faster, but you guys can always speed yours up, right? Even though I'm playing this at 2 times speed, you can go in to the little cog there and go 2 times speed. Okay, so we lose there. And we would be betting the player next. We'll give it two shots. I think that's, I'm not sure whether I've made that clear or not. So we stay at 1 bet, right? I would have hoped to have a good shoe and get the heck out, but hey, sometimes 1 unit on the player. All is not lost. All is not lost. We give it 2 tries because of that single gap, so you wouldn't believe how many times it does work out, but not that time. So that's a double gap. So we switch to the chop. See this? Lose the 2 in a row. You lose 2 in a row no matter what you're betting, then you chop to the other side, right? Okay, so we lose another one, right? I'm just asking you guys to have some patience, okay? 1 unit on the player, and when it kicks in, it kicks in. 1 unit on the player, no juice. We're saving a lot of juice. We're losing all the bets on the bank. Okay, 1 unit on the player, not, oh, I was going to say not looking good. Looking great. All right, go back. Take this off. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oops. Next bet is 2. We don't want to fudge anything, right? And we'll continue with the chop. And believe it or not, we'll give the chop 2 tries because of this gap, the single gap here. Okay, that starts the singles, the chop, right? Anyways, 2 units on the bank. And then there was a stop gap. So because of the stop gap, we give it 2 tries when the chop has been established. So if I'm mumbling on, I'm mumbling on. If I'm making sense, that's I hope I am. All right, 2 units on the bank. Yep, that nails it. Don't forget, we got juice. We want juice, actually. 2 units on the juicer. So we're up to 87. Alrighty. We take 2 units off. Okay. 1. We take 2 bets off. Good. 2. Next bet is 3. Okay. We try to take 1 off all the time. So we'll bring that down to 2. And one of these we'll take off. Right? If we can win. If we can win. All right. What we say the next bet is 3, right? Yeah. Next bet is 3. See if we can get on a roll. 3 units on. Oh, we got to mark. Oh, no, we did mark up that juice. 3 units on the player. No juice this time. Hopefully we'll win. But who knows? Like I said, I'm not looking ahead because I want to be able to be truthful with the betting and stuff. Oh, good. All right. What was that? 3 units? So be it. 3 units we lose. And the next bet is 2. We're back down. Why is this? Why am I so stuck on this? Because I tested this and I played it live so much that it really does seem to hold its own. And when it starts to win, oh, it just starts to wipe things out, get things back, and if you're lucky enough to be ahead, then that's when you really get ahead. So before I started this channel, actually, I was up over 100 units. So, but I played a lot, right? Anyway, this is a double chop. So chop here. We bet, what are we betting? 2 units on the bank here. 2 units on the bank. Uh-oh. All right, we lose that one. Not looking good here, guys. Not looking good. Okay, we lose that. You might be saying, James, this does not work. I'm telling you. Well, and James is saying, have some patience, guys. Just have some patience. Even when I was behind 40 units, I still said, you know what? I'm going to get this. And boom. Sure enough. Yeah, you still have to win. You could still lose 40 in a row. You could. You know, lightning can strike and you'd be gone today. You know, you just don't know these things. You know, if you think that you're going to lose, you're going to. You know, if you have that mindset like you plan on losing, then hey, you'll probably lose. 1 unit on the bank. 1 unit on the bank. Nope. Nope, can do. Wow. We suck. Or I suck. We could put the 1 up here, then. Don't matter. Still betting 1 unit. What do we got going here? 1 unit on the bank. Switch to the chop because there's a double stop gap there. 2 losses in a row, so we switch. When it switches. Right? Yep. Wow. Not doing too well here. 1 unit on the bank, right, guys? 1 unit on the bank. Nope. Doing really shitty here. But notice that gap. We give it 1 more try. When it comes back to bank. When it comes back to bank, it's running right now. Then we'll bet 1 unit on the bank.
Hey, would you like to know how to safeguard your assets?
We don't. There, I just cut out that crappy commercial for you, for all of us. Okay, when we come back, we've been betting 1 unit on the bank because this probably won't run to 6 players. Yep, 1 unit on the bank. And I know, you know, some of you guys are just like, oh, this is so boring. Oh, I hate this. Or, you know, you have to enjoy, especially when you win. You know, right now I'm getting my ass handed to me. I really am doing pretty bad, comparatively speaking. It usually goes at least a little bit better than this. So we take one off, right? All right. The next time, don't take, you know, we take two off, right? One off of here and one off of like the 2 or the 3, right? We'll take it off the 2 because we like to have some ones in there, right? So that was a bank win, right? We took that off the juice, 88. Okay. Now wait for it to go back to player and 2-unit bet. I should have marked that down, right? Well, we know it's a 2-unit bet when it goes back to player. And it didn't. We'll go over anyway, let it run. Next bet is 2. It's running in the background just to speed things up. Okay. Just continuing on. Was it running? Yep, it's running. You can tell by this little timer here, right? Obviously. So we bet 2 when it goes back to player, or if it runs for 6 banks, we'll hop in. Why 6? Look back at the longest vertical run. I always got to think vertical, horizontal, you know. Okay, one more and we'll get back in on the bank. 2 on the vertical run. If and only if it gets there. Come on, bank. We want to get back in here. Long may you run. Come on, 2. Okay. So this will be 2 on the player. 2 units on the player. Hopefully we can get all these runs here, these little runs. We don't care how big they are, as long as we get them in a row. Hopefully. 9. 6. We got barbecued. 2 units. Loser. 2 units. All right. Wow. We're not doing too well. Next bet is 1. You watch. We're going to go do, 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 do. Right? 1 unit. Next bet. And it will be on the bank because there's only a singleton gap here. We didn't lose 2 in a row there. Alrighty then. 1 unit on the bank. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my eyesight. I'm going to have to go to my other glasses. My Bono glasses. Yes, it won. Let's see. So it wins the 1. Take that off. Try to eliminate 1 bet. Okay. All right, if we can. 2 unit bet when it comes back to player. 2 units. Yeah, sometimes these take a long time. But you know, I kind of enjoy teaching, and this keeps me out of trouble. I'm not gambling. I like to gamble. I don't like to gamble for big amounts. That's why I want some partners. If somebody wants to come in. I don't mind risking 10 G's, right? If somebody wants to risk 10 G's, we play at the $50 table. We need at least 400 units, and at $25, that's 10,000. I do have a line at Gold Coast for 10, but that's about it. That's all I would put in. So if someone wants to come and play, we can do $50 units, or I don't know whether I can live stream or not, but I would like to. This is a 2 unit bet on the player. Any of you casino guys want to take me on for a quarter? Hey, I'm game. I'll do battle with you. We can set up a line, or if it's at the Gold Coast, I could just draw my line. So there you go. Set something up. 2 units, right? We lost. Shit. Getting slaughtered. You say, okay, come on, James, we'll take you on. Well, I have certain rules, right? If I lose a net 10, I'm done, right? I would have. So this is a bank, 1 unit. A lot of times it goes chop run, chop run, chop run, and that really does not solve anything for us, but 1 unit on the bank, and hopefully it'll go to chops. Okay. We did win that 1 unit. I don't know why I said hopefully it'll go to chops. Okay, so we don't have any choice. We'll knock this down to 1. We like to have a 1 in there, right? Next bet is 2. If we win this one, we'll take 1 off of the 3, and we'll take the 1 right off if we can win. All right, we got to wait for it to come back to player. And before I had like 3 of these in a row, we stopped betting, but not anymore. Just go all the way through. If we lose our net 10, we lose our net 10s. Because a lot of times at the 4th one, when there's a gap, it'll win. So, and then we wouldn't have bet. Or the 5th one, then we break even, except for the first 3. You know what I mean. So, if our luck is that bad, I've seen it go 8 times one time, and that would have just been horrible. But at 1 unit, fine. Let us win 4 times at 2 and 3 and 4 units, right? That's where I'm getting at. But yeah, it's not looking good here. So we won the 2. It'll be a 2 unit bet when it comes back to the player. Unless bank keeps cranking 1 more out, then there'll be 2 more on the bank, right? Yeah, I got my Bono glasses here. Bono glasses, yeah. Oh, that's better. The glare. The glare. The glare. Let's see. Take these off. Yeah, the glare is killing me here. Killing me, Holmes. 2 units on the player. 2 units on the player. I could be playing Bono. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, all right. 2 units on the player wins. Okay. Come on over. Come on over and make my day. On the player, so no juice, right? 1 there, and we'll knock 1 off here. Actually, we'll keep this at 3. We like to have a 1 in there. We like to have a 1 in there. We'll make one of these 1. Take that off. Okay, and make that a 1. All right, next bet is 3. Next bet is 3. I'm telling you, you don't really need to go past 5 units. You don't. Okay, when it goes back to bank, we'll be betting 3. I know you guys are, some of you are cheating and going and taking a look at the shoe ahead of time. I know you are, because I was tempted to as well. So, if you want to cheat, go ahead. Turn on YouTube on another tab and take a look. I'm not going to play it through, because otherwise we're just cheating ourselves. 3 unit bet on the bank. Come on, banker. Yeah, the glare was just killing me. Is my head moving? Nope. There it is. Weird. Barbecue. Barbecue. We're going to pause this guy. Got a 3 there. 3 unit. Okay. So we go 2 and 1. 2. And we could go 1 here. Take 1 off here. And 1. Right? Next bet is 4 units. We can knock off 2 here. Next bet is 4 units. Remember, we can go up to 5. If this hits, we'll knock off the 3 and the 1. Okay? Oh, this ad is here. I'll pause. And we're back. We forgot the 2 unit juice here. 88.90. If I'm wrong on the juice, I'm not wrong by too much, I believe. Right? I believe. Okay. So let this run. 4 units on the player if we're lucky enough. If we're lucky enough. If not, we got a little work to do, don't we? And I've had it where I've been down like over 40 units going, okay, well, what do we do here? And then the runs continue. You know, it might take a long time getting out. It might take a heck of a long time getting out. But you got to persevere. And you can't be afraid. I mean, making those 4-unit bets, making, say, $100, $400, it's nothing to sneeze at, you know. Do that a couple times and you're like, shit, I just lost $4,000. Okay, 4 units on the player. 4. My face is not moving. Come on, player. 4. 5. Up. 1. Nothing. Lose. Okay, 4 units there. Shit, match. And yeah, I can see how this could be maddening, right? I can see how it could be. But at the same time, I can see how it will work, or it should work. 3-unit bet now. And we're going with the bank. 3 units on the bank. See if we can get these 1-2s together still. Don't break up the band. If it's a double gap, it's a double gap, and then we'll go to the chop. But we really want the bank here. What we really want and what we really get are 2 different things. Yes, they are, player. Okay, 3 units there. Now we go to the chop. Oh, my. Is this getting away from us? Yeah, it is a little bit. But, hey, keep on watching. See if I can do it. See if I can get out. Okay, 2-unit bet on the bank. 2-unit bet on the bank. When is this horrible shoe going to end? It ends when it ends, my friend. 2-unit bet on the bank. Banker. Yep, squeaked it out. 2-unit bet on the bank. All right. Let's just knock this the heck off. We like to knock off a bet. Okay, next bet is 3. Next bet is 3. See if we can knock off 2 this time. See if we can. Next bet is 3. 3 units on the player. Did we mark up that juice? That was 2. We did not. Be honest with yourself. Mark up the juice. 3 units. 3 units on the player. Come on now. Come on, you player. Oh, excuse me, guys. Long day, like you say. 1 tray. Where's that 8? Oh, did we ever luck it there? Sometimes we got to get lucky, huh? 3 units. So we'll knock off this 2. And the 1. Okay. We're going 4 now. We're going 4. We're going for it. 4 units on the bank. We do not mind paying the juice. We would not mind at all. And some of you guys have already stopped watching this because you know what the results were going to be, good or bad. And some of you guys are like me. You can wait. 4 units on the bank. 4 units on the bank. Nice. We got to eliminate at least 1. So let's eliminate this. And we'd like to have a winner there. And that. Okay? We got to go for the 5. And if we're lucky enough to win this one, what do we do? The 3 after that, of course. But we got to get lucky. Okay, that was 4 units, right? Add that to the juice. Don't cheat yourself on the juice. 96 trombones. Wow. That seemed to have climbed a lot. 5 units on the player. 5 units on the player. Normally you don't want to make higher bets. You know, we could have stayed at 4, but 5. We got to go for it. Excuse me, guys. Uh-oh. There goes $5,000. Okay, 5. We just got to hope we don't get on a losing streak here. Next bet's 4. Or if we get on a, oops, where's that 5, huh? Can't cheat ourselves here. Oh, it came in on the end here. Yeah, juice 965. We got almost 5 units in juice, guys. 5 units in juice. All right, when it comes back to player, we bet the player 4 units, right? Right. Unless it ends or whatever. What hand are we on here? Shit, we're only on hand 67. We got a long ways to go. Long way home. Let it run, let it run. And yes, I know it can be boring. But when you have money and you have action, you sit, have a coffee, water, whatever. But it's the smoke that really is silly. But what are you going to do in the brick and mortar? So, alrighty then. What did I say we're betting? 4 units on the player. We almost had that run there, that chop run, right? The stripes, as I like to say. This is a solid. We're betting player 4 units, and we lose. Nice, not nice. We were there, guys. We were there. All right. 4. Next bet's 3. To heck with it. 3. I said 3. All right. Let's go. Let's go. 3 units on the player. 3 units on the player. I could fall flat on my face here. 3 units on the player. How about a 3, 4, 5? Oh, excuse me. Nope. Wow. Can't hit the broadside of a barn there, guys. 3 units there. Next bet, 2 units. Wow. Just a slaughtered. And when it comes back to player, we'll bet the bank for 2 units because we give it 2 chops because of that single thin gap, guys. After the 2 losses and a single thin gap, then we give it 2 tries. Okay, give it 2 units on the bank. See how we do. Right? Yep. It's probably going now. 2 units on the bank. Just let the timer run. Yay, we finally caught one. Finally caught one. 2 units on the bank. Come over here. Wow. Let's get that high bet down. It's a 4. And we always want to try and knock one off. Right? Next bet is 3. We try and knock one off. We might not be able to this time. Because we like to keep a 1 in there. Don't we? What do we bet? 3 units on? Yep. 3 units on the player. 3 units on the player. That's why the math is a little bit arbitrary and capricious, but you gotta try and get at least one of the bets off there, if not 2, if you can. Tie, 3 units on the player. Three units on the player. Wow, that was nice. 3 units on the player. Let's do this. Bring this down to 1. Huh? No, bring this down to 2. We want to vary. And bring this down to 1. That time we couldn't take one off, guys. That time we couldn't. because we didn't have any ones to take it off with. So you got to remember that, right? Don't kill yourself on these bets. That was 3-unit bet. Don't forget the juice. 99 red balloons. Huh. Right. That was a 4-unit bet or 3-unit? That was a 3-unit, right? Yeah. Yep. So it's a 4-unit bet on the bank. It'd be nice to win this one and knock off a couple over there on the other side. 1-2 knockout. Come on, Becca. Nope. Nope, nope, no, no. Shit. There goes that 4. There goes that 4. Let's put the 4 here. Does not matter. Next bet is 3. Try to get rid of that 2 and a 1. We'll try. Goes back to bank. We bet 3 units on the player once it goes back to bank. Or if it runs 5 players, 6 players, sorry. 5 more players. Nope. Tie there. That's a long shoe. We've been playing for 46 minutes, guys, so that's the way it goes, you know. Okay, what did we say we were betting? I even forgot. 3 units? Yeah, 3 units on the player. Double gap here. Okay, 3 units on the player. And we win. Okay, next bet will be 4 on the bank. 3 units on the player. Let's knock off 2. Okay. Next bet is 4. That was on the player, no juice. Next bet is 4 on the bank. 4 on the bank. And then everybody juice. Right. Right. Every juice. 4 units. Me. Oh, how did we tie that one up? 4 units on the bank. We don't mind marking up the juice. All right. Next bet was 4. We lost again. Wow, look at all these 4s. We're going to have to go some 5s here, guys. Next bet is 3. Need a little help from our friends here. 3 units on. Three units on the bank when it goes back to bank here. Or no, on the player when it goes back to bank. Excuse me. 3-unit bet. 3-unit bet. Delay reaction camera here. We're not doing too good here. Alrighty then, 3 units on the player. See what happens. Well, that about does it. All right. So, yeah, we did pretty shitty. Did pretty shitty. We'll carry on in the next shoe with 3 bets, but we're down what? 8, 16, 19, right? Plus 3 on the 5 on the juice. 24 units, really. Okay, we're down to like 80. Ha! We're getting our ass kicked. Can we come back? That is the question you'll see in the next episode. So, Baccarat James over and out. Hey guys, give me a thumbs up, please. And subscribe, because you're going to see me turn this around, I hope. All right. I've done it before many times. I'm not even worried. When I'm down a couple hundred units, then it's like, maybe not, huh? So we'll see how this keeps on going, or not. Could crash and burn. Could crash and burn. All right. Have a great rest of your evening, guys. Baccarat James over and out. See you in the next one. Thank you.